I am Valdez, joined with Wolf and Moonglade doing the TriCast for the qualifier. We watched herO just beat down 2 people, and I wonder if we're going to continue doing that.
Probably. I think we might. You know, it seems to be the trend.
We might.
Everyone just wants to follow
Round of
herO.
4.
It's kind of a surprise that he actually had to go through the qualifier again, but he did get beat down in the first round, the challenger round last time. Who did he lose to again?
Is it a Protoss versus Protoss? I can't remember.
I forget who he lost to.
God, I forget.
Hold on, I have a tablet for
You
these
have the
sorts of
tools,
You have the tools
needed.
I forget. It's so long ago now. Not really, but it feels like it was.
Like loading it up.
It was a surprise loss at the very least. But yeah.
Maybe it was a Terran?
I think he must be one of the best players to be going through the qualifier today.
Yeah. Who else? I mean, I guess like Byung.
Yeah, there's Byung and Zest should be playing.
Zest should be. No, he's not, actually.
Oh.
I didn't see him at all in these brackets. Is he just not trying to qualify for SSL?
Maybe.
herO
That's
beat
really
Byung,
strange.
by the way, in the first round of
Right,
SSL.
yeah. 3-1.
3-1. Let's see what
I
happens.
guess he got taken down in
the group stage, which almost what I'm going to
round
check.
of 16.
Hmm.
Yeah, to life, right?
Oh, yeah, to life.
He got cheesed out twice by life.
Yeah, that's right.
Like Speedling run bys.
Speedlings, that's exactly right. Yeah, that was the group of death with Stats, Classic, and herO and Life.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Whoa.
he ended up getting 3rd place with a 3-4 final score. Classic going 0-2 and 1-4.
Wow. How about that?
How about that?
About that.
How about that?
Yeah. As we wait for the next game, hopefully we'll get to see
More herO.
I was gonna mention some Zerg, but I can't think of any Zergs at the moment.
Who is actually? Who
All right,
are
so
some
let me
good
like
Zergs?
check out some updates and see who
Get
we got
some
here.
updates, Wolf. Let's hear it, mate.
So we had a lot of Zergs already qualify. Hyun is still around. Sleep got knocked out by Creator 2-0.
What?
Well done, Creator.
Gamza-
Wow, Creator actually
Fixing that PVZ, man.
Pet is still around. He's going to face either Seed or Supernova. I'm guessing Supernova, but I don't know. Biel versus Pig Baby.
That'd be a good
Biel
one.
beat State
That'd be a good one.
round 1.
By the way, there is a wild card. I forgot. So MC, Skyhead, Gumiho, and Dongregoo are the 4 players that are currently in the wild card bracket.
Oh, okay.
And last time we didn't have that broadcast at all. I don't know what's going to happen with that this time.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we get that broadcast.
Probably. It might even happen on like a different day.
Last time it happened like right after the qualifier stream ended, and everybody had to stick around, and it was like this tiebreak situation that happened several times in a row, and then eventually like TY got through with Younghwa, I believe.
Right, I remember that. Yeah, that would go for a long time.
These types of tiebreakers can go for like a really long time, so that's why it's not always broadcast. It's also not part of the official broadcast anyways, but we could see that. But MC versus Sky High and Gumiho versus DRG are the current brackets for that wild card.
That wild card though is a round of 8 though. How do you have a?
It may be a different format this time.
Could be like round robin or
Last
something.
time it was round robin.
Yeah, that would go for such a long time. That should actually be on a different day. That's actually
Make
silly.
the players stay until like 1 o'clock
God,
in the morning.
that's horrible.
You guys remember the wild card in GSL 20? I think it was 2014 season 2, where Paralyzed got through, but he had to play like 13 tiebreakers. Like 13. He like played the same best of 3 13. It went on until like 2 or 3 in the morning.
What?
And
I
it's
think I
like-
remember this.
It just like went on and on and on and on and on and on like for like forever.
It's horrible.
And then eventually
Who was
Paralyzed got
casting
through.
that?
Nobody.
Oh, okay.
It was just happening. I remember if you guys know like Ethan On, one of the reporters in Korea, he was like telling me about, he's like texting me about, he's like, it's still going, it's still happening. I think it was actually played in the GSL studio just offline with no broadcast.
Yeah.
And it was just nuts. And I remember
disgusting.
Wasn't there like another tiebreaker situation that happened with Marine King that someone was casting until like it was up and downs, right?
Up and downs with Noble S. It was like the last night ever of the Mokdong studio. It was Calor and I, and we were casting Noble S, a Zerg player, and possibly Marine King. I think it was 2 Terrans and a Zerg, and it just went on and on and on. Well, the funny thing about this triangle situation is, like, usually one player is better at one matchup, and then one player is better than the other one's better than that, like, on these maps. So, like, it's not even weird or unusual that the same situation occurs, because if one player beats one player and plays him again, it stands to reason that he would beat him the second time as well, and then if he beat him twice, the third time as well. So, like, it just kind of keeps going in a circle. That's why I hate round robins, because, like, this sort of situation happens a lot, and it's it's just simply like not a really good indicator of skill, or
Sure.
you know, or which one of these players should advance.
Yeah, well, I mean, if it's a best of one, especially, right? Like if it's a best of 3 round robin or something like that, sure, it might go a little longer, but it probably is a lot more definitive on who's the better player.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I know. Like always, pro gamers would much prefer best of 3s over best of 1s any day of the week.
Yeah.
It's definitely best of 1s in Starcraft do not indicate anything.
herO's next match is coming at you live. Up next, I guess we'll just follow this guy. He's playing Zoun.
Oh,
Zoun, whatever his name is.
Zoun. It's a noun.
Who did he make it through? That's interesting. This is the round of 4.
He beat a Protoss player, I believe. Let me go check that again.
Because Zoun is on Prime, and I remember he came out once, maybe twice, but I don't remember it being like too impressive. You know what I mean?
I don't even remember him playing. I remember him
I
being
think that was
in
me and
lineups.
Moonglade casting that day.
He beat Aphrodite and beat Reality.
Okay.
So
Well then.
I don't know the score on either of those matches. But
Well, he's got a big opponent ahead of him this time.
The biggest.
Yeah. Probably the best, actually.
Yes, indeedy. PvP.
our first Protoss was a Protoss of the night. And we'll see how this one turns out.
A moment of silence to the PvP.
Oh, it's Overgrowth. It's game 1. Ooh, Citizen's Arrest.
Oh!
Nice try.
Wasted some money there. Hero could come back and just do the same thing, man, if he's going to commit to that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's funny, like, we saw herO commit to harassment and scouting early on. It's like, if he was watching the game that we just saw, he would not even.
Well,
I'd be careful about that.
I think he's done his damage.
Sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Is it Zoun or Zoun? What do you guys think?
Or Zone.
I want to say
In
Zoun.
Korean, it's Zoun.
Zone.
That's why I don't know.
But it would be like Zone.
It was just call him Zone. I don't know.
That's what I wanted to call him. You say you got zoned whenever he wins.
Yeah, I can go with zone.
Have we agreed on this?
This
Good.
guy got zoned, man.
Yeah.
I like it.
All
Yeah.
right. His name is Zone.
Second gas for herO. I mean, second gate, excuse me. Coming up pretty quickly.
Yep, gonna get that stalker advantage on the map. Make sure nothing is coming his way.
Zone with the Twilight.
Okay.
Could see 2 players go Twilight here. Yeah, there it is.
Creator gets to the round of 4.
Wow.
Ooh.
He beat Hyun, I believe. Wow, this bracket I'm looking at is like just not upgraded at all. He either beat Hyun or Curious or Bravo. Like it's like that incomplete. I need to look at the official brackets for this.
Flash to the round of 4.
Yep.
Nice, nice.
The Korean commentators are.
Oh my god.
Oh, they like Flash, man.
Okay, now we're as good as the Korean commentators. I hope you're happy, Reddit.
Yeah.
All right, blink for both as well. So
Blink versus Blink.
no surprise from Hero, man. He loves his blink stalkers any chance he gets. Ooh, is he actually gonna find this probe?
It's really close.
Oh, I think he found
Yeah, he
it.
does.
Oh,
Wow.
that is so important.
Really nice.
Identical builds.
Wow.
Whoa.
It's like really strange, actually.
This looks like 2013 PvP, where it's just like, oh.
He's going to get the scout. He needs to recall. Oh, he gets it. Nicely done.
But this is a funny matchup because it ends up being like Immortal Blink Stalker versus Immortal Blink Stalker. The person who takes a Nexus defends, the player who doesn't attacks, and it's like a micro battle. And the longer the Nexus lives, the higher the chance a player with the Nexus wins is. But if he dies, he dies. Like, just to put it simply, looks like Zone setting up another pylon just to get a little bit more vision on the map. Also counterattacks with Zealots this way as well. This probe gets spotted actually by hero's probe, which almost escapes detection but does not.
The only advantage I can see is that herO, well, now he's got 2 extra probes. Before it was 1. Blink basically going to finish at the same time as these guys aren't near each other for it to make a difference.
Ooh, no
Sometimes
cancel.
it does. You know, you're out on the map and
Oh, he really wanted to try and catch these Stalkers out, I think. Very aggressive blinks. Looking for it.
herO's committing to the Stalkers, and it's the Nexus that comes up for Zoun.
Oh, man.
He needs a pylon up here there if he wants to,
Yeah, no
seal
reinforcements.
the deal.
Yeah, losing that pylon really hurts. He didn't even cancel it, so...
I think he will be able to cancel this Nexus, force a cancel, and get his own Nexus. And then he's going to be all the way on Zoun's side of the map, It'll cost Zoun like 100 extra minerals. He can just go back home, get his own Nexus. The one thing he doesn't have is the Immortal.
Exactly. That's the only thing Zoun has going for him.
And I mean, that is a pretty big thing, especially if he gets multiple. And I guess it depends where herO wants to go with this build. He should add him, and he does.
The thing about the Immortal lead is it's just not, in this particular case, insanely useful when you're on your side of the map, like Valdez was just saying, because you have to then counterattack if you want to use that, and that takes time. And by the time you get there, he's going to have his own Immortal. So definitely one step ahead right now is herO.
Well, yeah, they're essentially the same builds, just herO committed to the Stalkers a little bit earlier, denying that Nexus and getting his own at the same time.
Yeah.
Put him slightly in the lead.
Kind of controlling this game, controlling the flow.
Zoun gets his Forge first, so he's going to get those upgrades out a little bit faster.
herO's also got 4 extra probes, which is going to matter more when that Nexus gets up, which herO is also going to have mining much earlier here.
His probe's getting transferred down. Yeah, that Nexus is significantly ahead for herO.
Ooh, and a supply block here, a bad one for Zoun. Let's take a 58 for a while.
He's zoning himself, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, his Nexus is going to finish with that pylon and give him some extra supply.
And it turns out that earlier Immortal isn't even going to matter, as they now end up at 2.
Yep.
2 apiece. Looks like Zoun, though, will get the slightly earlier Robotics Bay as well as Forge at +1. But again, I feel like that Nexus getting up faster is better. He's also got a lot more probes right now, which is pretty huge.
Yeah, hero's definitely pulling pretty far ahead at the economy at this point. Getting his Colossus, his Robotics Bay a little bit later there. I mean, it doesn't really make a difference on this map, especially in these positions when everyone has the same sort of army. It's all going to come down to, when the balls get a little bit bigger, maybe they're going to go for the 3 base before they actually try and move out as well.
Yeah. Next step is the 3rd base. Like, that's kind of how PvP works when you both go for the same build. It's like, okay, fighting over the Nexus. One person gets a Nexus, the other person has to deny that, and then they get their own Nexus. Then you move on, or if they both get a Nexus, they both kind of just sit back, and it's like a race with the upgrades. And then the next step becomes a 3rd base. It's a very similar situation. Because in Protoss vs. Protoss, every unit is strong against every unit. Like, it's the elite. Protoss is like the elite cost-efficient army that's expensive, right? But Stalkers do bonus damage to Stalkers. Zealots, if you have a Zealot that can attack a Stalker, like, it's going to actually take a Stalker out pretty fast, too. Protoss units are really strong.
Oh, engagement in the middle of the map right now. You got to be very careful.
Ooh.
Just see, even moments like this where you have one tiny advantage, you have to be so careful.
You know what I really like out of herO's play right now? He added a Dark Shrine, and he knows that both players, they need that robotics time up for not observers. So if you can snipe that observer, these DTs are going to be huge in the War Prism.
Up, man. Damn.
Yeah.
You could actually snipe a
The observer of Zoun is with his army right now. It's not in the main.
Yeah. Ooh, you get a probe. No, not even going to get the probe. Whoa, forcing out. Oh, wow. Everything going right for herO in that engagement.
That was insane.
Yeah, he kind of got out of position, but it didn't matter because he has more Stalkers in that ball. The Immortals and the Colossi are too slow to do any damage, so in the end, herO gets the better trade.
Dark Shrine going to get scouted?
Oh my god! He didn't scout the whole base!
Ooh, big mistake there.
Huge mistake, even.
That might be game ending of a mistake.
Very possible, man.
He has 2 in the main, 1 on the outside. He could actually just target down this Robo.
Stalker's going to the 3rd base.
Doesn't look like there's any cannons in the base.
Oh, he's going to get the pylon on the Robo.
Yep.
That's brutal. No cannons. He needs to drop some at the natural, I guess, but that main is not going to be mining for a while.
Oh,
he's going to get the upgrade. Oh,
the upgrade and the Colossus range.
And he's not. Zoun is like just totally spaced out. Finally moves to deal with the attack on his 3rd Nexus. herO's just way outplaying him here.
He was not expecting this at all.
Yeah.
He is falling apart.
I love this play, man.
Could he maybe try to escape with a Warp Prism? I don't know where it is. Oh, he's going to empower all 4 of these gateways potentially.
Looks like it.
Yep.
Yep. That's his one observer, by the way, so I think the DT and the natural was getting a ton of kills as well. Up to 12. Third base not coming up. herO's got his own. This game is as good as it's done, guys. Like, it's pretty crazy.
This is why, like, honestly, with you guys, I like would rather just watch somebody else than herO. He's just wrecking everybody. Like, what we learned this game is, like, okay, we've seen Zoun play in a ton of qualifiers. He's on Prime's roster, but, like, this is why he's not played. Like, he just simply, he's like, just, again, the skill gap between herO and herO, massive. The skill gap between herO and Zoun, massive. Like, he is just tearing him apart.
Well, I wonder who we're going to see next for herO against.
Well, let's look
I'll
and see
check
who
it
the
out.
possible
This game is
opponents are.
basically
Let's
over.
just look at the next match. He's up 30 supply, 40 supply. Like, there's...
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, man,
way.
in this game, he's about, if he wins this game, he wins 2-0. Like, they might as well just give him 2 points for how ahead he is in this one.
Yeah.
To be honest, I wouldn't even be interested in seeing the second game. I want to see one that's like, you know, a little bit closer. I definitely agree with you guys.
So it's either gonna be a Pross or Pross next match, no matter what. It could be Khan, Hurricane, or San, one of those three.
I guess San or Hurricane could make it pretty interesting, but I don't know. Seems like the theme of tonight will be to follow herO's story.
Yeah. I feel like...
I kind of want to see Flash.
I'd rather see anybody
Yeah,
else.
I would love to see Flash, actually. Round the 4.
Look at his control.
Yeah. At this point, it's like, I don't know.
The
The
real-
game is so far gone that all you can do is appreciate herO's play. Like,
It's like
it's
night and
basically
day,
what I did
man.
in the last game.
No, he can get that mothership core. He wants to commit to it. No.
I dare you to fight this zone. I dare you.
Why didn't herO just kill him? I don't know.
He's being nice.
He's being very safe.
Super safe. He is in no rush. I guess he knows that Zoun has to come to him. Like,
He also probably knows, like, he doesn't quite know, like, exactly the scale of how ahead he is. He's like, well, this is the only way I could lose because I have a third and he doesn't, so he probably has, like, a large army, but the reality is herO's army's already bigger.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
we can
massively
see the
bigger.
numbers, but herO can't. He doesn't have, like, a full...
He's recalling to
Wow.
deal with 3 zealots.
Oh, boy.
I don't understand. Like, he has to attack herO because he's up a whole base. So, like, there's no other way around it. Like, you're gonna have to do that, Zoun. I know you don't want to, but it's the only way the only choice you have left. Because there's no coming back with economy.
Maybe you should take the gold and hope that herO doesn't scout it.
No, I don't think it matters. herO can walk across and kill him. I think he's starting to
I
realize
think
that.
he could get the gold now and have it for 5 minutes, and herO's army's still gonna be infinitely bigger.
Well, this could be it. herO's just trying to force him to make mistakes. Not leaving anything to chance.
Look at all those weapons.
DTs as well. Cannon's gone, so no detection.
Yeah. Gonna make quick work of those zealots. Yeah, I think he can pull this army out of position and just attack. Like,
That's exactly what we're going to see. It's all about the time warp. Well, actually, I mean, nothing matters, but time warp...
look at
here
this
could be huge.
concave. Like, herO's just doing nothing wrong. He's gonna wait it out, get some more weapons.
Why attack 3 base versus 2 base? He just really simply doesn't need to.
No. There's 1 High Templar, and 2 now. Trying to go for that feedback. Oh, no, he's just going to morph him. And
Fourth
take a 4th base.
All right, well, here's the final fight. Zoun just... He has a good arc, but it doesn't matter because, like, the Zealot's already on top of his army. So what?
Zoun got zoned. Nah, he got heroed in this game.
Goodbye. Let's go to game number 2.
Yeah, this is why you don't name yourself with something. I pressed S for some reason. This is why you don't name yourself something that rhymes with owned, because that's what happens, man. Like, he cursed himself.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Well, I mean, we could say anything we want. He's definitely not the par. He made it this far, but he beat some pretty lesser players, I gotta say.
Like Marine King.
Yeah.
Did he beat him?
Did he beat
I think he actually did beat Marine
Well,
King.
that was Khan, right?
Oh,
That
no,
was
Khan did it, yeah.
Khan beat him.